getting on into the game, the players will be dropping on out of the cargo hold door. 2 more maps to go. Ladies and gentlemen, sit back, relax, get your popcorn, get your soda pop, because we are getting hot and heated. And will our squads continue to duke it out for Pachinki is the question on everybody's mind here, Esquire. And you know what? There's some interesting takes in the chat. I know you and I have our own opinions, but there's some interesting takes on why these teams are continuing to fight. And at the end of the day, a lot of people, not my words, in the chat, they're saying that both these squads, their mentality, they're just stubborn. They're just straight up being stubborn at this point. I kind of agree with you when it comes to these squads trying to, solidify their position.
Oh, no.
That's why they drop here. But GA Smash will be getting a nice run over on Iro. We do see circle number 1. It is going to be a scuff and a half out here, but it is what it is. And we're looking to get the flush onto Ibiza, currently bleeding on out right now.
So let's talk about the impact of this. This is really throwing it back into the face of, oh my gosh, coming flying through is going to be the teammate Mime with no carriers in the world for the safety of Profi. Might have taken him out in the process. But I guess coming in style is the way to do it. Profi through the window will be able to secure the kill onto Ibiza. And as I was saying, this kind of shifts it back on the table. This is the reverse Uno card by the Sonics onto Team Liquid. Day to day, and they've definitely been a pressure point for many of the teams, especially here on Erangel. Flipping the cars will be the members of Duel. Cherry FPS nails it. Said never a doubt in the world, but Omican Esports getting very close. We might see some car battles very shortly.
Yeah, you got Omican, you got Duel. They're all just kind of driving circles around each other right now, and that's kind of what sets yourself up for failure, because shoot to kill out here, not in vehicles. They're going to be setting up, and they stopped. They got a couple knocks. They got a couple kills, already 2 kills to their name on Rahina. Looks like Uncivil is going to be bleeding on out, but they should be able to get the revive over here. But like you mentioned, this circle definitely very challenging for a lot of these squads, because they just don't know where to go here. Not a lot of real estate to work with. Purdy Curdy is going to start to open up on Fuzzface, and Fuzzface going out to a vehicle explosion.
Yeah, the second time of the day that we have seen Fuzzface be the first member of FaZe to go down and out, leaving them as a 3-stack with just an IGL and comms to carry them through. However, the revenge plays come out for the members of FaZe. 8C is able to find the tag down, well, rather the kill steal. Away, Rahina Gaming found a knock on the Luke 12. 8C was primed and ready to find that knock originally. But he says, hey, I'll just, pop a few shots, get the point, and then carry on. STK going to take that opportunity.
All the way north of Stolber, probably working their way on through Komeshki, just trying to avoid any type of early conflicts they can. But talking about early conflicts down here between Milta Power and Malta, we have fights just erupting. DA trying to maintain their foothold on the overall leaderboard, already losing 6mo in the process.
Home. While we wait about 20 more seconds or so for phase number 2 to pop and give us that better indicator as to the landscape of that early to mid-game transition. Kill feed starts to light up. It's Omican Esports' Yimpty connecting onto TSM's Vex. This is going to be the second casualty that TSM has suffered here in game number 6 of the evening of day 2 of the grand.
Tastes like cheese. It's, like
I'm not even gonna ask.
Cheese has been sitting out for a couple of days, so not too good.
All right. Well,
look at the north. Look at the north road right here, where we're looking at. There's, I want to say, a couple of teams all in vehicles. These teams are extremely thankful that no teams are in these crates, kind of gatekeeping. But as they are quickly finding out, Omican setting themselves up to take a couple shots in the process. They have this nice little bottleneck right between the two splits right here. FaZe Clan going to be right behind TSM. Gustav looking to get the drive-by, but just focusing on getting into some type of cover as shots are ringing out everywhere.
The hot pursuit coming in from FaZe. It looked like they're not going to be pulling off this just yet. They got the Milta Power spot pretty much locked down and could be allowing TSM to at least reach out to the peninsula and try to find a coastal position to call home. I don't know why TSM was able to do that, but they have been pretty much allowed by the other teams here in this area. And while we see that happening, Shoot to Kill is going to be eliminated in 15th place position. A devastating blow for the STK squad representing North America. But sure enough, Gustav has been able to pull off into the first floor of the Harry Potter. We'll be holding that separated off from the other 2 remaining members of FaZe, currently in the other Milta Power spot. Uba and AT still going to be alive and pretty much just maintaining that Overwatch position while Gustav pushes out into the open. with the smoke concealment to grab some loot. Let's talk about this phase though, Dave, because we have a lot of water in play with the majority of the lobby still alive. This is going to be jam-packed tight, and one squad, specifically Rahina Esports, all the way out to the far west, has yet to make it inside.
Yeah, a lot of teams getting wet and wild, getting over here with all this water. I gotta really quickly take a side note here with on these roofs for some time now. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong damn screen.
Hey.
I was reading the poll still.
I know. You were looking at the stream. You were looking at the game 10 minutes ago, Dave. Hey, we've all been there, dude. Trust me, I totally feel you. In that. Northern Lights here from the peninsula will be in a 2-2 split of their own right, trying to fire off some shots over to the west, where a majority of the lobby left is still going to be concerned. Ferox going to be pushing down off the Lumber Mill Hill, trying to at least safely get down to the base of it all and try to have a better position as the game continues. 30 seconds on the clock until we see the blue zone force us into phase number 3. And if water is still going to be in phase number 3, we might have some predictability left as to where that phase 4 shift will then go. We'll see how it plays out, though. It's going to be happening very quickly here. Yeah, and Ferox is still very much so under fire. They lost Cozy in the process. We'll only have 3 left. So it's going to be a little bit more difficult of a game for this squad.
Team Liquid getting a couple kills. James up there in the kill.
Phase 4 itself. And this circle, it's going to be a little bit hard to tell. Phase 3 has so much water in it that, it's kind of a tricky guess. But the kill feed's already lighting up. Massive rotation going to be coming in from Metagaming right now, with Tornado Energy still going to be rotating just to the north of them. But through multiple obstacles, they will have to go. TSM, open your eyes, look behind you, try to outrun the buggy if you can. Mirk, you're going to have a beautiful straight down opportunity. Is able to find the first one. Gets the flush on the CZ, but is ultimately going to be traded back by the other members of Meta. 2 still going to be alive, but the 3rd and 4th party may help. Maybe even the 5th party presence of every other team in this area is just spelling disaster for this squad. Ragnaldino is just trying to do whatever he can to get to a bit of cover, a bit of safety, but pull up to cover, and there's likely going to be someone in there, like Oath already is, waiting, lobbing now every grenade in that direction.
Yeah, Oath looking pretty good. They're trying to defend. There's so many different angles that Oath can also hold within the minor power grid, right? There's different elevations as far as the different nooks and crannies, so they need to be extremely cautious making the push. And right again, finding out firsthand they pushed the wrong spot. Oath will be dominating the mini power, and here comes Team Liquid. They look to be sending it straight on into the Harry Potter, where Gustav is occupying. K-Mine crashing on up above with that lock and loaded. Will be trying to make the breach on into the 2nd story of the Wizzy Teak, and is going to be spotted, is going to be thirsted in the process. Team Liquid, Mixie still going to be alive down here, taking some shots on the AC, and these squads seem to have been getting taken down and out by the hands of both. So I don't know. Very interesting. I mean, they didn't have much to work with. I don't know what else they could have done, honestly.
No, let's be realistic. This is actually a very difficult circle to work off of. A lot of our teams started west, ending up now having to go to one of the farthest eastern points on Erangel through live. But we'll see what they're going to be able to do here in phase number 3. The phase 4 shift pops. And as expected, pulls away from water as much as possible, which will still be leaving a little bit in that inlet, in that cove area near the 2-2 split of Northern Lights. However, many teams down to the south are going to have to make movements. The very exposed TSM is Vard, Chubba Bubba, the rest of the hard shift's already going to be full sending it, taking fire from 303 Esports as they go.
303 Esports, Chubba Bubba trying to use his beach, and maybe prone down here. Yep, that looks like it is going to be the play. Remember, Northern Lights down there on the coast in the cliffs, looking to get some type of sight lines on Chubba Bubba. But down here in the west side of the map, Sonic's still going to be on their journey of just pushing on in. We're going to listen on in.
Can't see him, I can't see him.
You can molly.
Right side.
You can molly the stairs here.
Oh no, I'm mollying the stairs though.
Profi, bottom floor, right side.
He's gonna heal, bro.
He's on the roof of you, right next to you.
One bottom floor,
I'll let him up.
He's
Nade,
nading here.
Nade.
reload.
I'm probably dead.
You have a molly, Shrimsy?
No, I
I'm
don't.
running back to you.
You should smoke the top right window, Profi. They're nading, they're nading inside of there.
Flash. Pushing maybe?
Hold on.
No, you can't. You need to go east side.
He's right above you.
He's still above me, man. Use my smoke. Again.
Oh,
Nice try.
We need to be going
Ooh.
together, guys. I'm telling you guys to go.
I mean, they need to go together. They need to go together.
Yeah.
I feel like that was the right call, but you know what? They got pinched in a very difficult situation. Those smokes also kind of blocking the sightlines as well, so playing a major
Sure.
role in them kind of getting picked apart there at the end.
Yeah, also that roof position on top of the shack outside the building really played a huge factor in the ability of that squad to come up on top of the Sonics. Now, as we pop on over to 303 Esports on the southern border of phase number 4, they clash against Chubba Bubba, the lone member of the Houston Hardships, who had tried so dead center position, one of the more favorable positions inside of the circle. Now, fast forward to the next game, the second to last game of the grand finals, and they once again find themselves there. But FaZe Clan finds themselves getting pushed by Omican Esports through the window. Uba is able to find the first one. Basku going to be sprayed down and out. Beautiful display coming in from one of the best players in the world, but nades are going to come in as well. And they're going to be flashing him down. 31 HP is all he pretty much has. And he's pretty much just trying to hope and pray that the other members of FaZe can catch the likes of Omican coming through. But he goes down. He's going to be burning also and will be flushed out of the game. Down goes Uba, but FaZe is still going to be able to at least stay alive with one member. Gustav inside of the Harry Potter. He could even have some angles on Omican, but no. Ferox over to the west. It's going to be his main attraction.
Oh no, this is just the death field out here. Firax definitely decision to kind of push on into this open field. I don't know exactly where they were sending it. Maybe the shack, or not the shack, but the radio tower out there. I mean, those concrete walls can provide cover, but Tornado Energy, 5 kills so far. Queasy Melman example, looking to get a couple kills, maybe even third party. These fights happening down here on the beaches as Northern Lights finally making their way on out of those cliffs, using the beach as cover for them to kind of sneak up right behind 303. Smokes out right now. But Tolans, remember, he's up there on the overall kill leaderboard. He knows how to frag on out. Northern Lights, no kills so far. Here we go. Batolans getting their first one so far this game.
Listen, Northern Lights, they're an incredibly powerful squad. I like the approach they took to this game after going out very early on in the previous game. 16th place position. They saw a 0-point gain from game at number 5. But here in game number 6, it's a different story. They hung out on the eastern side near Milk the Power while the chaos unfolded. It whittled itself down to a more predictable area.
Oh, no. He blew up the vehicle maybe for cover. Or that was intentional. We really need to find that one out.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Also unfortunate that we won't get an interview with the Houston Hardships. But regardless, let's talk about this. Northern Lights now feeling very comfortable in their positioning. They knew what was out here by scouting that area so much from the outlet, and now they wrap around, clear the southern border of the circle. 303 Esports going to be eliminated in 6th place position. Dave, massive points aren't necessarily the play here for Northern Lights. It's consistency and taking out every other team. If they can get a
in-store.
Это их друг.
Блять, это не смог.
В заводе разъебал одного. Контейнер. Второй этаж контейнер. Синий, большой.
Я взорву его сейчас.
Я заебался получать за стенкой. Ну. У меня еще внутри вроде. Он за него зашел. Один однушка. Спина. Я не слышу. Один умрет у них.
Право.
Хорошо.
Ты один,
Я на втором был? Не знаю. Да. Не выпрыгнул оттуда.
Unfortunate losses there for Tornado Energy. Ended up being the terrain that Oath was playing off of, specifically Shinboy's position on top of the crates. Tornado Energy, Dave, they knew where he was. They tried to get a grenade up there. It missed its mark, and that was ultimately the fatal play and what turned it around for Oath. Oath maintains their positioning here in this lobby, but also so do the Northern Lights on the far eastern side of this, with 3 teams remaining.
What the call was there, because they did have some cover.
Yeah, just pretty much trying to advance, I think, is the play for them. But yeah, right into a deadly situation is where Bachelin is going to be going down and out. Now the question remains for the other remaining members of the Northern Lights. Where are you going to play off of this? Oath comes in and says, hold on, we'll protect you for just a little bit, and then we'll likely try to kill you. Yep, all of the shots ringing out on the eastern side of phase number 7.
Yeah, and just to kind of paint the picture here, Oath, they are currently in 3rd place on the overall. Northern Lights, 1st place on the overall. And Omican, 10th place on the overall. So this is a huge game for Omican as far as placement points and maybe even a potential chicken dinner, because coming into the last game, a chicken will definitely help you out here. So checking it out. 3 more teams left. Everybody has their own little corner, kind of the triangle play. Shinboy will be connecting onto the deep, though, out there on the edge of the blue, and the deep is going to be taken down and out by Jim.
Nice shots, but it's also going to be drawing more eyes over to the area. We're starting to see the shots starting to ring out. Perfect to be dropped down. Beautiful shots by Yempty to try to open that up. There's still going to be one threat from the Northern Lights. Spyro. Ooh, the perfect 1K grenade comes out. That's going to be disastrous. Spyro now. This is what you expect from this player of Northern Lights. The massive damage dealer is able to find Paige, able to find the flush as well. His first kill of the game. The third for the Northern Lights. Again, they're not after a massive amount of points. Just consistency. That's going to be on their minds as Oath picks up their 10th kill of the game. This is scary, especially if you're Northern Lights, another team that they're going up against neck and neck at the top of the leaderboards, Dave. It's anyone's game essentially at this stage with the numbers so drastically low for all 3 teams.
Yeah, I mean, that pre-grenade from the Northern Lights actually saving them right there, because, I mean, we saw the pull-up. We saw it. It was definitely going in the favor of Oinkin, but that grenade doing so much damage. Let's see, though. Oath with the numbers advantage, and not by much, only 2. So it's a 2v1v1. Oath Snaker is going to be out there in the front lines with the vehicle for cover. Looks like Snakers will be tossing out some smokes to allow Shinboy to regroup with him, and Snakers will be spotting out Jempty, trying to get a little closer to our boy Spyro out there. Now it's just straight up 2v1 here.
Straight up 2v1, but you have to think, is Spyro maybe 1.5 people? Based off of his performance, that might be the case, but yes, traditional 2v1. The shots come in. Snakers, he just turned 18, guys.
Yeah.
Get this guy signed to a PUBG esports. I mean, hell, just get Oath an organization, right?